everybody! Buongiorno and welcome to my channel! This is my first English video. I'm super excited, so I decided to bake something together. So give me a second to wear my apron and I'll be right back and I will tell you what are we gonna do. And here we go again. So, with my beloved apron from a TV show which I took part like 5 years ago here in Germany, let's start. We are gonna bake an Easter bread today. I want to show you what it is. This is one that I bought this week. I didn't bake this, it's just bought in the bakery shop. And it's a kind of sweet bread with raisins and milk and sugar. What do we need to do this Easter bread? The first ingredient, absolutely important to bake a bread, it's flour. Then we will need milk, like room temperature, not cold, fresh yeast, raisins with rum, of course. Then we will need butter, sugar with a pinch of salt, and lemon zest and vanilla. I don't have fresh vanilla, but I have this organic vanilla already mixed with sugar, and I'm gonna use this. Let's start our Easter bread. Let's start. We will mix the milk with the fresh yeast, the vanilla sugar. I can put it in the milk already because it helps the yeast to grow. I will now put the yeast inside the milk. It's a little bit melty because it was frozen, but nothing happens, it works anyway. So just a tip, if you have a lot of fresh yeast, you can put it in the freezer and use it when you want. So let's mix it and let's put like a spoon of flour inside the milk to help the yeast grow, so that the yeast has something to eat, so to say, and it can grow better and stronger. The Easter bread is something typical here in Germany and you can find it everywhere this time of the year. Let me take a whisk to mix it better. Here we go. We can whisk it so that we don't have like clumps. And now we put this on the side for like 5 to 10 minutes so that the yeast begins to work. At this point, let's continue with the raisins because they need to soak a little bit of rum. This is almost finished, unfortunately, because I've baked a lot of things in the last time. I've already measured it. It's 2 cl, or for the American friends, it's like 4 teaspoons. But don't worry, I will write the quantity under the video, so you will find everything, all the ingredients. Why do we do this? Because the raisins will soak a little bit of this rum and will be softer and will taste better. If you are not a real rum fan, don't worry, you can use hot water. Since I like rum, I will do like 50-50. 4 teaspoons rum and 4 teaspoons water. And we will let it soak until we are finished with our bread. I will do a half of our bread with raisins and the other half without because my boyfriend hates raisins. Now we will take the KitchenAid bowl and a sifter and we will pass the other flour. It's almost 500 grams, but as I said, don't worry, all the quantities will be under the video, so you can read it. Okay? We do this job so that we don't have like clumps or I don't know, maybe sometimes flour is not so soft and has some little teeny tiny pieces or something inside. In this way, we are safe that the flour is beautiful and soft and airy and our bread will be fantastic. Now let me take you nearer to the KitchenAid so that you can better see. We will use this arm of the KitchenAid. Now I will put the sugar and the pinch of salt inside the flour. The lemon zest, if you have a microplane, is great. If you don't have it, use something similar. You can also use a knife. So I pay attention, like I will do it very gentle to use only the yellow part. Let's put it inside, like this. And let's mix this part shortly. Why do I do this? Because I've already put the pinch of salt in the sugar and I don't want my liquid part with yeast to mix with the salt. Otherwise the salt kills the bacteria of the yeast and it's not gonna work at all. At this point, let's put all the yeast with the milk and the vanilla sugar inside. Let's make it a little bit quicker. And now we're slowly adding the butter inside. It's super soft. Now we let it go until we have a beautiful compact bread. If you don't have a KitchenAid, use your arms. It will work anyway. And voila! After a little bit, you will have a beautiful dough. Let it go a little bit quicker. When you have this effect, like one block, then it's okay. 1, 2, 3, here we go. I'm gonna finish it with my arms. So we will cut it in half. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, we will prepare this part without raisins and this part with raisins. What do we do now? We'll take a plate, take our raisins out. We don't need the liquid part. Can you see? They already look better and different than before. Like this. Can you see? Yeah, sorry, my hand is full of rum and raisins. And let's put this apart. Don't throw it away. Wait, I will show you later. Now we will take a little bit of flour. We will put it on the raisins so that they will stick inside the dough. So they are not flying away or going down on the bottom of the dough. They will be everywhere, inside, on the bottom, on the top. You won't taste the flour once the bread is baked, don't worry. Let's put them inside the bread. I will finish this in the KitchenAid. So let's finish it here. Ecco qua. I want to do it like without a special form. I just want it to be good and tasty for breakfast. I've already prepared the rack. If you have something like this, it's better because you have like more heat coming from the bottom. But if you don't have it, just use a regular rack that you have at home. It's okay, it's absolutely fine. Voila! We will put the first raisins bread here. Very easy, no complicated form. I will put it here, one moment, so that I can finish the other part. If you work the bread, it's always a good thing to work it like this. Not only like this, but also in the length. I don't know why, but all the bakers do that because it helps the dough and the yeast like to become one, I would say. So the yeast works better, the dough is soft and beautiful. So here we go with our two breads. Let's cut them like this, once like this. And now they have to sit for at least 1 hour because they have to grow. At this point, we are gonna cover our beautiful Easter breads. I will put them in the oven only with the light because the light gives to the oven just a little bit warmth, but not too much, so that the bread has like a chamber where he can grow for 1 hour, 1.5, and then we're gonna bake it. After 2 hours, our bread look like that, and they're like double the size than they were before, right? Correct? I preheat the oven at 200 degrees Celsius or 392 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will finish the breads. I will put something on the top and I'm gonna show you what we are gonna do. If you remember, we had some rum and water left that I didn't throw away. So I will put a little bit of this liquid on my raisins bread. You can also put butter on it or milk. And then we will do this one a little bit different. In this liquid, we are gonna put small pieces of almonds, powdered sugar, and we're gonna do like a glaze. Very easy, like that. I'm using my hand. It's easier. Let me put the almonds on the bread. And remember, use the oven without ventilation, otherwise this sort of glaze will burn. So you can use the ventilation in the end. Ah, looks good, looks good. You can put less, you don't have to put so much, but I didn't want to throw them away. So at this point, we will put the bread into the oven for I think 30 minutes, but I will take a look because it depends on how big is your bread. If it's bigger, it takes longer. If it's smaller, it takes less time, but it also depends on the atmosphere, if there is a lot of humidity or less humidity. So I always take a look and then I will write it down under the video. So, ladies and gentlemen, the oven is hot and now let's put the bread inside. And here we go! Our beautiful Easter breads are finished. Et voila! So now this is normal, like the sugar that comes down burns a little bit, but it's not a problem that it will stay here on the paper and not on our bread. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Now we have two beautiful Easter bread, they're still hot, for Sunday. So for today's video, that's it. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, hit a like, follow the channel, and I promise we will do more English videos. And yes, if you have questions, write them down here. I will answer them. So, thank you and see you in the next video. Bye bye.